Hello, my dear friends. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the talent visas O-1A and EB-1A for the scientists. At the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your talent case. Let's go. Okay guys, you've done a lot of requests to make this video, and of course I follow your request. I want to make sure that you get a lot of value from my channel, so I'm making this video specially for you, my dear scientists. And smash that like button if you appreciate my work. Let's discuss what I need from you as a scientist to have for the purpose of getting the approval for the talent visa. And yes, I mentioned we're going to be discussing O-1A and EB-1A. O-1A is non-immigrant talent visa, and EB-1A is an immigrant talent visa, meaning you're getting a green card, you and your family. And the difference, but I think that most of the scientists who really know what they're doing, they're highly professional, should be looking at EB-1A, the green card, as long as we have the criteria. And we're going to discuss the criteria today. O-1 visa is for those of you who want to temporarily come here to the States and work at the university, at a private company, pharmaceutical company, maybe some IT company, and bring some value to them and then go back to your country. I think anybody who does that still want to get a green card once they understand what the benefit this country gives them and their family and their kids and education and medicine. But hey, I don't know your situation. Maybe you're doing great in your country and you want to just come here and help out some companies or certain groups of people and then go back. No problem, we can do that. First of all, we have 8 criteria for both O-1A and EB-1A that suits the science category of those visas that we can satisfy. Out of those 8, we need at least 3 criteria. So 3 is enough, but I want to see 5 criteria for O-1A and 6 criteria for EB-1A. Of course, it's not about the quantity, it's more about the quality of those criteria. If you're a scientist, most likely many of you have either dissertations or books or some publications with a lot of citations, or maybe you're inventing something, or you work at some group that working on some big project. Any of what I mentioned could be original and significant contribution in the field. Publications themselves, the scientific publications, go towards the separate criterion that's called publications. Okay, so contribution in the field and publications usually come from your work. Also from your work coming the critical or leading role in an organization with high reputation. If you worked for a research lab or for university or for the private company that has distinguished reputation, or maybe for the government, we can satisfy this criterion as well. A lot of you get a higher salary than your colleagues. That's another one. And some of you are members of professional organizations that admit only the best people from the industry, from the profession, okay? That could be a separate criterion. Also, not a lot of you, but some of you go and speak at the conferences, or seminars, or big congresses. Whatever you delivered at your speech at the conference could be published. That in itself could be an award. It could be also a contribution in the field in itself if you talk about your technology, your innovation, something you invented, but definitely that's an award. And also, if you assess or audit the work of other professionals, let's say you're doing the peer review of the publications of others, you help to select the books, or you help to select the articles for publication, or you help to select the speakers at the conference, or you audit the professionals in your field, the scientists, the engineers, the IT persons, or maybe you're on the commission who make the decision whether the master's degree students may qualify for the final work or dissertation or things like that. So you assess the work of other professionals. Who are the professionals? People with at least bachelor's degree, or if they doesn't have the bachelor's degree, but they deem to be professionals, that usually go to the IT sector. Not every IT person has a degree, but we know that degree here is not the most important, but the skills and the work experience are more important. So maybe you went to a hackathon to become an expert judge in the field, or you are expert at some competition for the scientist. Okay, so any kind of assessment of work of others. Pretty much any scientist can qualify for awards for judging the work of others, being a member of a professional association, contributing in the field, playing a critical or leading role in an organization with high reputation, publications, maybe salaries, and maybe even there is press about you. And if there is none, it's one of the easiest criteria to work on. Most of you in the science, and the higher you are in the hierarchy among your colleagues, let's say if you have the PhD or you've been working like 20 years in the field and have a bad recognition, maybe you have international recognition, the better for you. At least you have to be recognized in your country based on the criteria that I mentioned. It doesn't mean that everybody knows you. That doesn't really happen, you know. Let's say you have maybe Instagram or LinkedIn, but everybody follows the naked girls or half-naked girls, okay? Nobody cares about science. So you need to be recognized within your profession at least, okay? And we can show that by those criteria that I mentioned. So again, if most of you can qualify for EB-1A, practically all of you, maybe 99% of the scientists can qualify for O-1A. You need to have an employer in the US for that sense. EB-1A, you don't have to have an employer. Stanislav, I think I heard, you know, I have some publications, I do research, or I go to conferences and speak, and I have some recognition. Well, you can get a free evaluation of your case from me. How to do that? Go down below this video and find the link that says talent visas and national interest visas. You can fill out both or one of them. It's up to you. Within 48 hours, I will get back to you with initial analysis of your case. And I will let you know which criteria you satisfy, which criteria we still need to work on, and overall which program is good for you, and whether you have a potential for your case. And if you do, I will invite you to the complex immigration planning, the service that has no analog in the world. Within 2 meetings, one with my data manager, the second one with me, I will create the initial written winning strategy for your case, where I will give you a grade of the case. I will break it down by the criteria. I will let you know how to work on and satisfy all the criteria for the purpose of getting 90% plus approval for your case. Smash the like button if you like the content that I create for you. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment, ask questions below this video, subscribe to my TikTok and my Instagram because I post a lot of valuable content over there, and that is exclusive. I am Stanislav Shamayev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.